I definitely think we're geared up. Obviously mentally, we got to focus in on what they do, on what we want to do against them. But just as far as being out on the field, being ready for a game to get here, we're definitely ready. I mean, you got that itch that you've been in camp long enough that you're ready to go and hit somebody else.
I was talking with Akeem Spence. The team's kind of ready to start hitting someone else. Is it getting a little bit more chippy during practice?
Actually, this camp hasn't been too chippy at all. I think everybody's been really under the mindset that we need to get better as a team, as one unit, and the best way we can do that is just competing in a healthy way every day. And I think Coach Beckman has stressed that to us. There hasn't been, really a lot of chippiness this whole camp, which is always great to see, because at the end of the day, we all have the same goal, and it works well for us competing against each other to get to it.
But you are ready to compete against someone else, huh?
For sure. I mean, there comes a point in time where, it's enough of lining up against. I'm sure Graham and those offensive linemen are sick of seeing, Akeem Spence and Mike Buchanan, those guys, and ready to see somebody else. And I'm sure, it works the same for the defense. That it's time to go and, play somebody else.
I was just talking with Coach Beckman. He says that, there's not just going to be 5 offensive linemen that play the entire time. They're going to mix things up a little bit. Does that concern you as a quarterback because different people are shifting on the line?
No, I think it's good, and especially early, to try to get the right mix in there, try to get the right guys in there, and definitely just as far as making sure everybody that's in there is feeling 100%. I think you can definitely do that by rotating some guys in there and getting guys in the mix. And we obviously want to, put our best 5 out there at a time, and we hope that we have enough guys that we can slide in, 6 to 7 different guys and feel confident about who's out there.
Cool, appreciate that, man. Thanks very much.
Do you think the season started tomorrow? You guys would be ready? You kind of said that you feel like you're ready, and if you woke up and tomorrow was September 1st, would you be ready to go?
Physically and actually ready to get out on the field, I think everybody's ready to go. But I think still, as far as the game plan goes, we still have more that we've got to do, more that we've got to talk about. I think our coaches are probably more ready than we even know right now, just because they've had time to, kind of go over stuff. They've probably been going over stuff since this summer. But as far as getting the game plan, we still haven't got that all the way in. We're installing some new stuff that is, specifically focused on Western Michigan. I think if you ask any football player, they'd always be ready, no matter what day they're playing.
Now that you've kind of gotten into the flow of Coach Beckman and the way the things that he expects at practice, a little more so than when we last talked to you, how are these practices compared to ones that you've been a part of before?
They're good. I think we've gotten a lot better. Each practice we come out here and have that mentality that we need to get better. There's not a day that goes by that we can waste, and not a day that goes by that we can let slip away. We have to come out and focus and get better every day. Coach Beckman's done a great job of making sure that we know that, telling us what he expects each and every practice, and I really think the players' mindset has been good all the way through camp.
Offensively, that playmaker, have you seen somebody maybe step up and be the kind of guy that this program has had in years past that can be sort of your go-to guy offensively?
It's hard to compare to people in years past, and I think we've got good enough players where they don't really need any comparisons. They're their own player and playing their own style. And I think we've honestly got a lot of guys. I feel real confident, especially after this last scrimmage we had, and just in our playmakers, in our skill positions. I think those guys on the outside, Ryan Langford, Darius Lyons, and Spencer Harris, they all stepped up and made plays in this last scrimmage that we had, and really in the last few weeks they've been really getting things rolling. And then you go to the backfield, you got Josh and Donovan back there, as well as John Davis and Damie. I think all those guys have really stepped up to the plate, even more so than probably I expected going into week 1. And it's been, something that's, I love to see. As a quarterback, you love when your skilled players are stepping up and making plays.